This is Lucky 7 Garage, where we drink Mountain Dew, do it for Dale, and build cool cars. So I'm gonna try to keep this video super short and super simple on rear radiator setups and why to do it and how to do it and how you can benefit from it basically. Now it depends on if you're a drifter, autocross, or whatever kind of racing you're doing. You know, different racing can be, that sun is like, it's not even right there, it's still white, but it's still kind of in a way it's kind of annoying. But yeah, showing you guys how to do it and all this other kind of stuff and clear up these questions, because I have a lot of questions on why is your radiator in the back of your car supposed to be in the front and you're gonna overheat. People keep telling me, people that don't know what they're talking about keep telling me you're gonna overheat, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna overheat, guys. I'm not gonna overheat, especially about what I'm about to tell you about what I got here. It's kind of a unique setup. I've never seen anybody do it. I'm not saying I'm the first though, but I've never seen anybody do it. I looked it up. I haven't seen anything on it. So if you've seen somebody do it, let me know, because I'm not claiming the title of being the first to do this setup. Not the radiator setup, but another kind of. You'll see what. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Two radiators. You ever seen anybody run two radiators? I haven't seen it. So, yeah. And before anybody asks, why were these radiators so ugly and, you know, I'm going to use these radiators, but not like this. I'm going to buy brand new ones of, you know, both of these. So, first of all, it's at a V. Let me go to the side. It's at a V because, look at the roof. See the roof? How it, you know how it goes down? Meets right there to the radiator. Airflow gonna go to it. I'm gonna have a roof scoop that goes from right here. This air is gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that part, but this air is gonna be a roof scoop, right? It's gonna go all the way here, right? It's gonna go after the roof and go right there. It's gonna curve down right to the radiator, right? This right here is gonna be the floor. So when the floor just, you know, when I'm going fast and the air is just going straight to it and it's the floor, it's gonna hit that curve and it's gonna go straight down to the radiator, right? And then I will have fans pulling that air, pulling the cool air from the, air, whatever, pushing it to the radiator that's hot, and then that's gonna push it through the radiator. And then back here, we're gonna have pull fans. That's gonna pull the hot air out and pull it out of the car. Get it out of there. And why I said a V is because I want to have that air to be trapped in here. I want to have cool air consistently between both of these two. Now that radiator is going to be connected to this radiator. Basically a radiator cooler. Now it is a radiator cooler. It is a radiator, a regular radiator. I never heard of a radiator cooler, but basically that's what it's going to be. So now this design was inspired by NASCAR. Now NASCAR only run two radiators, but that's what I'm trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to copy NASCAR, but it's just inspired by NASCAR, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So, basically, how to run this setup is, people run it different, but how I'm going to run my setup is regular LS motor, still building it, so don't get on me about it, just sitting here, whatever. So basically, I'm going to use a stock water pump off a truck. Now, this truck, you need to have at least 55 gallons per minute, right? And this one does that about like 6,000 RPM. And I'm trying to get it like 8,000 RPM with this motor. So basically I'm going to be maxing this thing out the whole time. So, I'm not going to overheat. For the people that keep telling me I'm going to overheat, I'm not going to overheat. So the motor's not all the way over this side because you obviously see the space. So basically I'm gonna weld a little thing to it so it can, do a little bend up there. And then stop right here. So then all I have to do is just put a little clamp on, like a V-band clamp or something like that. And then it goes straight through the firewall, right? See the little hole right there? This one right here, I can cut it when it's going straight, and then move this over here and it's going over here. Make that a little thing and then make it down 90. So these little things coming off the radiator will be sitting right here, right? Going straight. So that way I don't have to have a little hose clamp on it that's not going to hold with a little rubber thing on it. It's going to go straight down, straight to the firewall right there. And I'm going on that side, the opposite side from me, because, well, for one, I don't want hot coolant blowing over me if it does. But for racing regulations, you gotta have it enclosed, but just in case, you never know. So I'm doing this so it can offset the weight. Basically, I'm heavier on this side, and I want to have that side equally matched. So I'm gonna weigh it out to see how much, you know what I'm saying, how much it's gonna offset. So I can see how much more weight I can put on that side with a battery or like lead weights or something like that. So you run your lines over there, right? And the key to this is to run everything smooth as possible. So you can run through the firewall, right? Don't just excuse this mess over here. Run it straight through the firewall, right? Make it come down some, you know what I'm saying, and just make it flow real good. Make it go straight. And since that's a real steep, you know, just like a, you know, real steep 90, I'm gonna come up further and I'm gonna go up further so it can just go smooth. Because I don't want to just boom, boom. I don't want to do that. I want to have it come up a little bit further and then go smooth, you know. And then from this side, this is kind of a smooth bend, so I think I'm okay with just using that. And this hose, I can just get like a regular like universal hose. It's like real flexible and that bends either way, so that way I can just have the hose come right here and then put it right there. That's how the plumbing is gonna work. Now I already explained the airflow, but that's that. Now with the water pump, there are electric water pumps. So if you want to be bougie and don't want to use a stock water pump, a lot of people don't know you can use this, but you can use this stock water pump. Basically, it's a water pump. You can have it like this, but it's no belt since it's electric. Or it's one where it's like they have this right here that bolts up to the thing, and they have AN lines that come off of it, because this is not going to be there. This is going to be this little thing right here where it bolts onto, right? This middle part is not going to be in the way, and that runs. You can run AN lines all the way to the back of the car for plumbing if you want to do that. Now I want to do it cheap as possible. I could do the AN lines or whatever like that, but I don't want to. Now it's probably safer that way, but I want to do that. You can either do that way, and it's like an inline pump, so basically it's an electric pump. It goes in, and you can put it in the middle. It's like probably like a box or something like that, and it goes in and out, whatever like that. Basically, put that anywhere in the car you want to, or it's something exactly like this. Oh, my bad. It's something exactly like this, but there's no pulley on it. Now all those electric water pumps range from like $300 to like $500, and these regular water pumps you can get from the junkyard. Some people already have them replaced, so you can. I got this one is basically kind of like a brand new water pump. I just been let it sit outside, so it's kind of corroded, whatever. But it's really like a good brand new water pump. So yeah, you can get these, or you can spend hundreds of dollars on water pumps that's probably gonna fail on you. Other than this failing on me, and I can just get another one that's like $20 at the junkyard, and really I can get like 3 of them at the same time. So it really just depends on what you want to do, and you can have you have so much more space in the front when you do the radiator setup. You have set for turbos, intercoolers, supercharger intercooler. I don't know about all that turbo stuff, but I'm just saying. I know you put an intercooler in the front, but I'm an NA type of guy. I don't know anything about turbos. So I know you'll have more space in the front for it, though. And you have more space in the front for impact. So if somebody hits you in the front, you're going to be hitting a radiator and blowing coolant all over the track, which people hate that. I hate when somebody do that. Like, it's so, especially at the drag strip. That gets so annoying when they got to, clean the track up and prep it. And while you just sitting there, you're about to just take a hit. You all amped up, take a hit. You got a tune right. You got everything right, but somebody just put coolant on their track because they got hit, So it's safer that way. Put more weight in the back because you get more traction, and with drifting, you need more traction. Now, a lot of people think you just put like 80 pounds of PSI on a tire and, you go drifting because you need less traction, but it's really the opposite way. I would rather run, flats, not like flats, but, like real close to flats, have my tires wrinkling while I'm drifting, and have more traction, because it's really all about traction, really. Now, some people don't know that's new to this stuff, because I was new to it first. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, because when I was playing Forza, which I do play Forza, if you want to add me, it's RPG Flash on Xbox. I'll play anytime. I was putting the max 55 PSI on my tires, and I'm like, just drifting or whatever, but I'm like, I keep spinning out. because I don't got traction. You need traction. You need the traction. So, yeah. And all right, so what I was saying is, depends on what you do in racing, it can help you more. Now, when you're doing like long racing, like autocross and like, I don't know, Nürburgring racing and all, all that other stuff, road racing, whatever, this will help you tremendously. Because you're really going straight, and you got like straight airflow going to you all the time. Now, I'm having airflow, but not as much as other cars like this. Airflow from the roof, but even if I don't, I'm gonna have 4 fans, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, push and pull fans. I haven't seen nobody use push and pull fans, so that's why I did that, because I haven't seen anybody do it, and I want to try it out and see how it works. And if you missed the last video about my quarter panels and my roof that I cut off, I just tacked it together though, the roof, but the panels, I can pull both of my quarter panels off right now if I really wanted to, because I'm going to make those out of fiberglass, not out of these, because I did bend them, and when I take them off, I'm going to have a whole other art set that I do all this body work from. Like, I'm going to have this, the roof is going to be a separate piece, and the quarter panel is going to be a separate piece, all the way from right here, all the way here to the middle. And now I'm not going to use the stock glass, or I'm going to use Lexan. And I'm not going to run the back glass. It's going to be just straight, I am going to close up the cabin, though. I have to close up the cabin. But yeah. And I've never ran 2 radiators before, so I don't know. I don't even know if I'm actually going to do that, but I'm going to try to do something. And I'm going to see how it works, and I'm going to definitely let you guys know how it works. Well, I might just use 1 radiator for right now, and then if I'm still having overheating issues, which I'm pretty sure I'm not like 80% sure, 99.9% sure I'm not gonna overheat. But if I do, then I'll add the radiator coolant. So I'm gonna have airflow 2 different ways. But if you're at road racing and stuff like that, this is really for you. Drifting, it helps us out, but that kind of stuff, it really helps you. And another thing, some more little things that some people don't know about why you won't overheat, for people that keep saying I'm going to overheat. Basically, you have more coolant in the system, in the whole, cooling system. Basically, when you have more water or of something, it takes longer for it to heat up. Like, say if you put a 10-gallon bucket of water on the stove for the, heat up or boil, it's going to take way longer than just a gallon. Makes sense? So that way, that if you have more coolant in the system or more water in the system, then it takes longer for it to heat up and for it to overheat. So you put your radiator in the back, and from the lines you have a lot more coolant in the system. And when if I'm using 2 radiators, I have way more coolant in the system. So that means it takes way more for the, because it'll be going in and out, and I have so much of it going in and out, in and out. So it going in cool, and coming out kind of a little warm, but then coming in cool, and it takes longer for it to heat up, and it'll cool my engine faster. That's that. Trying to think of what else it can help you with. I didn't talk about more space in the front and more crash friendly, I guess you call that. Simplicity and easy to work on in the front. Like if your crank pulley is, I don't know, anything that happens in the front, like change your exhaust, you know about the exhaust, you know what I'm saying. It's just so much easier to work on the front of the car. Anything you have in the front, any electronics you have in the front, replacing your wiring harness or something, it's just not going to be all in the way. And yeah. So yeah, that's just a little clear up video about radiator setups and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Lucky7Garage. And if you want to play Forza, which I'm the best drifter in Forza, RPG Flash on Xbox, and Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see everything I'm doing, beforehand. And you can text me on there or whatever. You can text me, on the comments, but it's better if you text me on Instagram, because I'm not always on YouTube. I do respond. Of course, I'm going to respond to every comment, because I don't have that many to respond to. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget. I want to do uploads every week. And let's go.